Howdy. I'm CyberAxe with Outlandishly Crafted, and this is part 4 of Arcade Space Shooter Making a Game. Okay, so this is what we've got. We've got our ship, we're moving around, we got our basics. What we want to do today is we want to add a shield. So when we sneak or shift or crouch, we're going to have our shield come up and give us some protection. So it takes too long to do this on the stream. I already had a basic sphere particle made. And so we're just going to use something like this. You can use whatever you want, or I might release this at some point to the community. But I've set this sphere up. I've saved my texture into our resource pack texture particles folder. And I've got it in here. Ooh, it is particle, not particles. Oops. I do that all the time. Okay, this is particle. Okay, particle. Okay, there we go. So we've got this all set up. And now what we want to do is test it in the game first. So the first thing we're going to do is do a test. So we're going to say particle, our particle name, on us. Ooh, not bad. So right off the bat, it's just too big. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's too big. It's just a little, let's see. It's too long, I think. It goes for, yeah, it goes for multiple cycles. So we need to fix the particle. So let's do that really quick while we're here. So we're going to move in and we're going to say radius is 0.5 because half is probably fine. And then like maybe 45 particles. That's pretty cool. And then the lifetime is too long. We need to say 45. V counts 45. Rates 45. That's fine. So 1 second in. See, I think it should probably just be 1. So we do 1 set of them. And then lifetime, here's our problem. We need to set this to something more like 1 in, 1 there, 1 out. So 3. It's not bad. Yeah, I like steady better. I don't know. 45 seems pretty good. Okay, so let's go back and save this. Oh, before we do that though, because we're moving, we need to have position. We're gonna attach this to the actual ship, right? So we're gonna put this now that we've got it tested and we're happy with it. Now we're gonna go back and open up our ship, and we need to add in a locator. And in this case, we want to have the locator be inside a bone so that we can move it around. So the locator is going to be shield locator. Okay. So now we're going to go to our animation. And in our animation, we're going to say add a new animation. This is going to be shields on a loop. And we're going to say it's 3 seconds. And at the beginning of it, we're going to have the effect, particle, effect, shields, locator, shield locator, go. So now, is there anything visual? For right now, I don't think we'll do anything on the ship. We would want to have something on the shadow, like a half dome, just to show. But we'll deal with that later. Let's just get the basics done. So we need to add this effect into our file. So we've saved our animation, and we need to call the animation. So we need to do both of those. So let's do those now. So we go into our player, which is the ship. We're going to add an animation for shields, and we copied and pasted that over. Okay. Oh, that's not right. Shields. Did I not copy and paste it? Copy. Paste. Okay. And then we're going to call shields when query dot is sneaking. Okay. However, we don't want to call it when query dot is jumping, right? So we're going to say is sneaking but not jumping, because jump and sneak is another combo. And so we also only want to jump. We'll think about that later. Okay, so next we need to add in a particle, and this is shields, and then we call the particle name. So the particle name is ship shields. So we declare it with a short name. So this is the identifier of the particle. We declare the short name into here. Then in blockbench, we use the short name inside the animation attached to a short name of a locator to attach where it's at and what it is. And then we save the model because we added stuff in. We save the files and we test. So our locator didn't attach. It's following the ship, so that's good. But the position's not right. I must not have. Oh, I didn't actually move. Yeah, this is a dumb one. So I added the locator, but I didn't actually put it in. There. I just didn't move it up. Okay. So now it's attached to us so that as we move, it moves. That's really good. We want that. There we go. That feels pretty good. It's still too big, I think. So let's go back to it and let's cut it by another half. I think the reason why it's probably too big is because the individual particles don't scale. There we go. So we probably actually need to change this back to 5. Yeah, I think we had the radius correct. We just had the particles too big. Oh, that's looking really good. It's actually just a titty bit too small. So let's go back and let's make... I like everything about that other than I want to have just a little gap on the side. Some ships will be bigger and smaller, and we'll probably have a different particle for each ship in that case. And then it's pretty solid. I think we could drop the colors down quite a bit. I don't want to I don't want to remove the entire. I don't want to. I still want to see the ship. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Nice, nice. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now if I hold the button down, it keeps replacing itself, which feels good. If I start to jump, it doesn't work. It only works when I'm crouched. Excuse me. It follows me. The reason I wanted to use crouch was it means that I have to move slower. So when I'm in shield mode, crouch automatically slows me down, which is perfect. So that just feels natural. And then when we're moving fast, we don't have it. Oh, this is just so much fun. Okay. So now that we've got our shield, next is I'd like to do first person. So that would be fun to do. I'd like to do... We need to do a menu system. We need to put in the reward and collection point system. The block breaker, co-op, bombs mining. I mean, there's just so many things to put in. I think I'd like to work on the first person, though, next. So, let's do that. So, we have our third person works pretty well. Our first person actually works well, too, because we're still in the sphere. So, we're doing good at seeing that there's a shield up, so we don't even really need to do much for that, that added side of it. Sorry, I've got hair in my mouse. Keeps going wonky. Okay, So next is the first person view. So we're gonna start a new project, and this is gonna be ship a first bridge. Well, it doesn't know, you know. Okay, and then let's put root. Okay, so we've got a base here. Now the next step is we don't want any of these bones to share with the player or anybody else. So we're gonna do all unique bones. I've never tried this before, so I don't know how this is gonna work, and it's just gonna be trial and error. So get ready for a ride. So we're gonna have helm, and ops. Okay. So the question is, when in first person, we're gonna play a custom geo, and the custom geo has a bridge Okay, so we've got that in there now. Next, we need to go into our first person, and we need to declare that when we're doing first person, we're not going to do default. Instead, we're going to do bridge. And we'll come back to the texture for bridge next. Okay, so now, I I mean, it could be working. I don't know because I can't. It's probably not in the right position. So let's go back to here. And I think what we need to do is put it in head to make it easy. Because I think if we do this, and I just put it out in front, the problem is I don't know if it's here or there. What we could do is this. We'll put this over here, and then that way we'll know one way or another. I don't see it. Let's check our content logs. Let's clear these and do it again, because those are from other packs. Okay, so my concern is we're just way high or way low, and we're not actually, we could also bind this. Let's try that. Let's do bind to head. Is first person bound to the head or is it bound to the body? I think it's bound to the body. And then let's make this one just bridge rotator. See what that does. I don't see anything. Maybe this is wrong. Ugh, wait. That's not even doing anything. That's definitely not going. Let's take this out and do this again. I don't know why it was red, so I'm not going to do bridge. I don't know if that's just because the software is named bridge. That seems really odd. If that were the case. Okay, bridge. Okay. It could be that this is hiding the bones of... And I still did this one wrong. Why am I not getting... Oh, I'm just being lame. Okay, so... Ship bridge. We save this. We go to player. We go to here. We change this to ship bridge. So, and then part visibility is all or false. So let's actually make, oh, come on. Make true. Normally this would just work if you were doing an attachable this way. But since we're not doing an attachable, we're actually doing it, then so let's see. Did we get anything from it that? Nope, I still don't see anything. I wonder if it's because we don't have a texture on it. I don't think it mattered because it just used this default texture. She used the default alpha. I guess we can test it really quick. Yeah, it'd be like that. So that's not it. Binding didn't seem to help. I'm sure that binding is part of the solution though. So let's leave binding and then let's try to move the whole thing up. Ooh, look. Okay, we got our block. Perfect. So that means we're just backwards. So let's do full rotation. And we were a little bit too one way. There's no other good way to do this other than just trial and error. You can try to do it through blockbench in some cases, but okay, that's really good. That gets us our start. So next step is let's move it down, and then we need to actually move the bridge itself in. We can take that guy out, and we need to find that sweet spot of where does this fit. And then we also have the issue of just scaling, you know, because it's such an odd thing. Okay. So we need to go. It's so weird you can free look so much. Okay, so we're really close on that. We need to make the floor much wider. Um, we could go forward like just a little bit, and then we need to make the box bigger. So the floor wider, down a little, forward little, okay, floor wider, and then box bigger. Now the box might need to be in the HUD because of the different screen resolutions. I'm not quite positive how I can do the box. That's a whole nother issue. Okay, so next is let's actually pull these back so we get that feel and see how that works. It's not bad other than it's just a little too much on the top. I went too far. Now next, let's get texture in there so it's not so horrific. This looks horrible, but it just is what it is. It's fine for now. So let's delete this and let's create a tag. right? Not too shabby. We have a problem there. Problem there. Eek. All kinds of issues. It won't matter. It's fine. Okay. So now we've got our screen. Make it blue. Make it blue. Wait, why won't you go blue? Oh. Damn it. Okay. So we need to make it blue. Blue. Blue, blue. And then we probably want maybe like a oh, come on. You should do all your modeling first before you make the template. What did I call this? Just bridge? Okay, let's do it again. And we need this one. What we need to do is go erase this one, this one. Okay, so there's nothing there. And then we need to do like a gray non-erase on this. Screen disappear. Paint. 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 Okay. Can we do the whole element? Yeah, that's better. And then let's just do quick. We got to do the floor. Something basic for the walls. And then that very center glass needs to be like 10 or something. We'll bring her back. Oh, man. There we go. You can see it's got a problem because it's something didn't get. Is that up? Did not get erased. Okay, bucket, element, erase. Yeah, why is it not erasing that element? Bucket, erase. Oh, because it's a 10 right now. Element. Okay, everything's gone. I'm going to go to 10, non-erase, fill. I mean, that's pretty gray. That's not blue. I'd like just like a really light blue. There we go. That'll work. Then we'll go back in. back in and then make sure this could be smaller. It doesn't have to be that thick. What is things overlapping there? Whatever. Really don't care too much. Okay. Save. Save, and then we need to go back to here and switch out. We need to add a texture for bridge. Oh, yeah, see, it does do that every time I use bridge. There we go, ship bridge. We'll do that instead. Okay, so ship bridge, and then back in here we need to change first person's texture to not go to default, but instead to go to ship bridge. So now we go back to our game and let's hopefully have a texture. Oh, that's looking good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so next is we need to set a new material because everything right now is set to default. So we're going to put in a new material, and our new material is going to be the bridge material. And so we'll go over here and we're going to set a new material, and we'll set bridge as our new material. Oh shoot, we really want this to be bridge screen. Bridge screen. So here we're going to set what is this going to be, and I think we want it to be we want it to feel glassy or screeny. So I think we should try to. Oh man, I think the charge creeper is probably the best option for that. Yeah. Oh wait, we. Oh shoot. Okay. Well, it did exactly what we said. We just forgot to tell it. So on the star here, we really want it to be screen. And I don't think that's true because I think I named, yeah, see this whole thing is named. So this should just be bridge, and this should be the only thing that screen is the middle. Also though, do you see that doesn't properly... There we go. We want that to overlap. Let's see if that makes a difference. So it's looking, I mean, we're getting there. The bullets look like they're still coming right from the captain, so that's kind of funny. So we need to work on that. I'm supposed to be in my captain's chair on the bridge, but yet the bullets feel like they're coming from me directly, like I'm throwing them, which is really, it's just funny looking. Okay, so we got our ooh, that feels really good. I don't like that you can free look. I'm not sure how we would stop that. Okay, well we're almost 50 minutes in for this episode, so we're gonna call it there. This is episode 4 with how to do a arcade space shooter. We made great progress today. We've got our shields. They're just visual. They don't do anything. They're not stopping any damage, but we'll get to that. And then we've got our proof of concept first person bridge. So we need to next add in some chairs, some consoles, some little NPCs, and just make it feel more like a little bridge. Probably pull back just a little bit so you can see a little more of the bridge area, just so we get just a little better feel of it. But I'm really digging this. I think this is a great starting point concept. We need to figure out how to roll the HUD, the toolbar and the HUD into the screen would be cool. If maybe I could position it just right so the HUD fits right at the base of the screen or something. I'm not sure. I'll have to think about that. But this has been guide number 4 in how to make games for Bedrock. Thanks for watching.